Boys and girls, we are back, and today I want to talk about the Deadpool killer, who is also named Wade Wilson, just as the iconic comic book character Deadpool. But there's nothing comical or funny about this guy, as he was charged with double murder in Florida. He is actually in death row now. He strangled 2 women in 2019. This dude is actually only 30 years old. For me, that's crazy, as I'm turning 32 next week. He finds himself now in the Union Correctional Institution in Rayford, Florida. He was transported there in August. So in 2019, this dude met Christine Melton in a bar and quickly went home with her. They had a sexual encounter. After her falling to sleep, he strangled her, stole her car, and eventually lured in his second victim, Diane Ruiz, who was 43 at the time. Christine was 35 at the time of her death. He also strangled Diane, threw her out of the car like trash, and ran her over numerous times until she looked like spaghetti. And these are the words he used to describe his crime to his biological father. Absolutely heinous. And the reason why I want to make a video about this guy is that it appears he has a cult of simping women around him. Check this video out, guys.
Recently, I told you about the number of messages and pictures Cape Coral convicted murderer Wade Wilson has received inside the Lee County Jail. The Lee County Sheriff's Office says that Wade Wilson has received 3,903 messages since June 12th of this year. I'm Fox 4 Senior.
Actually, there were plenty of photos, hundreds of photos sent by women to this guy. And apparently the police had to reject 163 pictures as they were of inappropriate nature. So basically sexual content.
Reporter Caitlin Knapp. And when I posted about this on social media, reactions were mixed. One person said, "I feel attracted to him," or "Love you, Wade." Others started asking for his inmate number to send him letters or put money in his account. Someone said Wilson shouldn't get any more communication from the outside. So I wanted to dig deeper about what seems to be an infatuation with Wilson for some people. I spoke with the Illinois Wesleyan University psychology professors who says that there are many reasons why this could be happening. True crime isn't a new thing, but Professor Amanda Vickery says it's really exploded in the past decade.
That everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm also addicted to true crime stuff. I binge watch true crime documentaries all the time, basically. But never ever was there one situation where I said, this female serial killer who murdered her husband and her grandma is so sexy. I want to get stabbed by her as well. Like, fucking hell, dude.
Seems to be related to preventing it from happening to us, seems to really draw people to true crime, especially women.
Vickery focuses on true crime, and specifically a woman's interest in killers. Killers like...
And this dude seems to be part of the white supremacy gang Aryan Brotherhood, which can be seen by the swastikas on his face. I think it was Aryan Brotherhood, correct me if I'm wrong. They are infamous for crimes like murder in and outside of jail.
Wilson, who murdered Christine Melton and Diane Ruiz in 2019. Some women have this fascination with the killers themselves. Why?
According to evolutionary psychology, we today are still attracted to the things that would have helped us survive back in our ancestral past. Think hunter-gatherer environment.
Vickery says
this dude wouldn't have helped you to survive. He would have fucking killed you. There's some women who said like, don't let me get near to him. Yeah, we shouldn't let you get near to him because he would get you fucking killed. Like, what's fucking happening? What's wrong with these women? Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Why is this society so degenerate? And look at this guy. If he happened to be a fat, bald, ugly dude, everyone would be like, he's a monster, put him in jail forever, blah, blah, blah. It's crazy to me how just based on looks, people get treated so differently. And this guy has hundreds and thousands of messages and letters to the judge to spare his life.
Murderer is meant to be a protector, the dominant figure.
Who is more dominant than a killer. And so while consciously it makes no sense for a woman to be attracted to a killer, especially who has killed other women, our subconscious mind doesn't always.
Exactly. He wasn't even convicted to kill his child's molester or something that is to some degree understandable, you know? He's convicted for fucking killing women. I don't even know what to say, to be honest.
That distinction.
That dominant trait is something she says women can be attracted to, but it's not just the physical looks.
It's this combination of this sort of bad boy dominant male image and this level of fame, this celebrity, and the idea that if I attach myself to that, I too could become a celebrity and famous.
Vickery.
It's not fame, it's infamy. And this bad boy part, I sort of understand that women would rather be attracted to someone who looks dominant and dangerous than to some beta male. But there's levels to this, you know. What this guy did is absolutely heinous and horrifying, and there's nothing sexy about it. I can tell you an anecdote from my life, and it's already many years in the past, so don't worry. There was an incident where I got in a physical altercation. I was there with a friend who was walking on crutches. Do you call them crutches? You know? Anyway, he wasn't able to walk by himself, and there was one dude who passed by and kicked away his crutch, and my friend fell to the ground, was in pain. Next thing that happened was I found myself in a physical altercation with this dude, and it eventually ended up in me being put in handcuffs. I had to wait outside then on the cops to pick me up. As I was waiting there, numerous women started to gather around me and ask me like, "Oh, what's wrong? Oh, what happened? What, you helped your friend? Blah, blah, blah." All this kind of stuff, like hitting on me almost, you know. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that this kind of sparked the idea for this video once I came across this trial, you know, that I remembered how women started simping for me as I was in handcuffs. And again, there was nothing cool about that situation. It's a long time gone. And please tell me, I seriously want to understand, why are you attracted to serial killers or criminals in general? As I said, there's levels to this stuff, no? And I can't understand how anybody could, simp for this dude.
Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy, Charles Manson, and Chris Watts as examples. She says in some cases, though, there's no attraction or fame aspects.
There could be people reaching out of genuine, compassion for him, some sort of religious outreach.
He didn't have compassion for his victims.
Psychology of Wilson's case, Vickery hopes her studies can help women in the long run.
And this research can sort of help us understand, why are we attracted to men who are aggressive sometimes?
While all this communication may seem harmless, Vickery doesn't think it's a good idea in Wilson's case.
And it's also super disrespectful to the victims and the victims' families, no? Like, how can you simp for someone who took away a life?
Like this, where the crimes are so random and graphic, and I don't really feel like he's expressing remorse, I probably wouldn't recommend reaching out to him. Wade Wilson is not the first killer to receive attention from women, and he won't be the last.
Wilson is expected to be sentenced on August 27th, either life in prison or death. I'll be in that courtroom.
Spoiler alert, death. All right, this dude doesn't need much of an introduction. Ted Bundy, the infamous serial killer who murdered at least 30 young women during the 1970s. And he also had a cult of simping women around him. Check this video, guys.
I screened the mail at the jail. There were a lot of love letters and proposals of marriages to Ted Bundy, which was bizarre.
As strange as it may sound, there were groupies that followed him from courthouse to courthouse, his adoring fans.
He just doesn't look like the type to kill somebody.
I noticed that most of the people that were in there were women.
What is unusual to see is that many of the onlookers are women, young women, contemporaries of the Florida State sorority sisters who were assaulted in their beds a year and a half ago.
So we started interviewing these young women, and you could see by their eyes they were just fascinated by the lurid details, the savagery of the crimes.
Every time he turns around, I kind of get that feeling, oh no, gonna get me next.
But yet you're fascinated by him.
What's wrong with these people, man?
Had this one woman, and I don't think she missed a day. She sat right there on the front row, and she would alternately make moon eyes at Bundy and stare daggers at Carol Boone.
Okay, I didn't understand one single word what bro was saying here. Let me know if you understood. And let me know your opinion in the comments, guys. Why do you think these women are simping for these monsters? I seriously want to understand. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Take care. Peace.